Alright, I've just replaced this window in the van and the regulator. The reason I had the window out was because I had it traced for the driver's side window, which was broken when I got the van. So I got it back in there, and how I got it in there was I had already taken out the vent window, and there's screws here along here, 3 screws like that, and there's 2 screws down here. That holds this vent window in place. So when you take that out, you have to spin the window, have the passenger window all the way down. You twist this, the whole frame. Here's one of them. Because we twist it is because there's this lip on it down here, which gets stuck in here. So when that's out, you're able to put the window down in, kind of like get it into this frame in here, into this little groove and that slot, and then you just kind of wrangle it around, and eventually you get it so you can slide this back in, and you get the window in there. Then what I did was, when it was all the way up, by hand of course, I took this stick and I just got it up in here, and I held the window in place like that. So I had the stick on the window. This was up all the way, and I'll put it up all the way and show you. Whoop. Okay, so there's a stick on the window, sort of like that. So the window was in place, except it was up higher. And then in order to get the, here's the regulator. This little ball here has to go in there, in that channel. And that's the tricky part. So what I did was, I just, put this back down. I took out the screws here and pulled this up forward, and then, so this went up to about there, and then you can see that would move this forward, and you can actually get it in on the other end of this, slide it in, hold it in place, put the screws in, and there you go. Alright, that's that passenger side. Now driver's side, this is the channel. Because the window was broken on the driver's side, I didn't have this part. And I got this part through the Vintage Chevy Club, Vintage Van Club. The guy had some parts that I got in touch with on the forum recommendation. So this is actually the channel that goes on the passenger window. Believe it or not, these are different. They're not like a driver's side or passenger side. But the thing you have to know is the distance between where this channel starts and the edge of the window, which is about 10 inches. So actually it would go about there. It would go about there on there, and then you just would go up on there. But the problem is it's too loose, so I cut this inner tube, and I'm going to put this inner tube around the glass like this. It's already got the groove in it, sort of like that. You can dig it. All right, and then it'll go right in there, and it actually fits snug, which is pretty cool. All right, so then you're going to wrangle it back in here, and you just do the same thing. You get it back in the channel, you put it in there, you push it up, and then you hold it in place. But then you can take off these screws and pull this forward enough, pull that forward enough, up like that, that you'll be able to get this in here. That's it. So that's kind of, it took me a while, like an hour to figure out. I kept trying different things, but finally it dawned on me if I could get to space by moving that forward. There you go. So I hope if you're doing this, it'll save you time, and this will give you tips. I couldn't find one for the van online, so hoping this will help everybody. Okay, there'll be another one in a while, I'm sure. Take care, everybody.